pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Good evening, race fans, and welcome to another thrilling night of high-speed action here at the legendary Concord Speedway. It is the Racers Elite Whelen Series as we get ready to bring you all of the excitement and drama and adrenaline you've come to expect from the Racers Elite Series as they climb into these modified cars. We've got Braxton DeWeese, who comes in tonight with back-to-back victories, dominating both of the last two events, South Boston and Bristol. But don't count out Andrew Teft. He's been right on his heels, finishing at Bristol just .003 off of the pace there. But all that could change tonight when we are here at Concord on this tricky triangle track as they get ready to come off. We will get ready to load into the race session. I'm Mike DeBoni up in the booth. As always, joined with me is Alan Bergen. Alan, man, how is it going tonight?
Hey, well, it's Saturday night, and we're here at Concord Speedway, but nonetheless, we got, eight cars signed in to do battle here. Looks like Colin McDonough's is going to make a qualifying run. He's going to slide in like Alex Steff usually does.
Yeah, qualifying is basically over here. Got looks like Andrew Teft has not taken a lap yet, so he might still get out on track. we have about a minute and a half left or thereabouts. 15-second lap times is what we've been averaging here. 15:79 there for Colin as he comes through the start-finish line, and Andrew Teft will jump out and get rolling in that number 98.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. There's Andrew Teft. You know, one of the last drivers to go for his qualifying run. So we are high above the Concord Speedway. They call this a little Pocono.
Yeah, the drivers were kind of joking, you know, does it have 3 corners or does it have like 6?
3.
According to iRacing, it has 5.
Okay, well, no.
Just
I know, you're just putting that out there.
Andrew Teft with a 15:63, good enough for P4. It looks like we will have 10 drivers sign on tonight, so get to the action momentarily. I mean, we were talking about the last couple weeks. Well, last week at South Boston, Braxton DeWeese ran away with the race, led all 175 laps. I don't know that he will get it quite as easy this time, but even in week 1, he led 106 of the 175. We are set for 175 laps tonight. These guys look like they're just wrapping up qualifying. Want to thank everybody for joining us in the YouTube chat as always. Like we got Brennan and Jesse Fox in the chat.
You know, it's always a fun time when those guys show up in the chat.
Now, what do you think the strategy is going to be? I know last week we kind of talked about basically kind of saving tires so you can kind of be around towards the end. They usually have enough fuel to make it to the end. It's when they make those pit stops to get those fresh tires.
Oh, you know, I think it's going to be take it easy on the tires and, you know, depending on the race, you know, I'm not sure how abrasive this track is, but I'm itching to find out. And that's going to play a lot into the strategy. But I think they're going to try to make it a 2-step race, even though I think it's going to be a 3-stepper on these Hoosiers.
Let everybody get in. Their vehicles here as we bring up the qualifying grid. Braxton DeWeese with a 15:489. Austin Patkin starts his outside. Brendan Wilcox and Andrew Teft going to roll off in row number 2. Row number 3 is Curtis Ecker and Aaron Marquise. Colin McDonough and Zach Burdick in row 4. Row 5 is going to be Jesse Fox and Alex Teft. Just waiting on the pole qualifier here to get in his car.
Yeah, Mike, you'll never believe this, but just down the road at Charlotte Motor Speedway at the dirt track tonight in the World Finals, they sold the place out for the World of Outlaw World Finals.
Sounds about right.
I got my miniature command center set up. Got the old Apple, or the old we got the race broadcast. We got World Finals going on. I mean, if you're a huge fan of dirt racing, Charlotte is the place to be, as they're gonna get ready to get cranked up next season down in Florida.
Just under a half mile here at Concord. $175 laps.
175 watts. A smaller field tonight, but nonetheless, we're getting ready to send these cars around for 175 times here at the Little Pocono. They're going to go around twice for their pace laps. Want to give our condolences out to the Allison family. Bobby Allison, Dave, passes away.
At least he was able to see his 85th career victory.
Finally, right?
Yeah. Pace car is in. Braxton DeWeese on the button as they get ready to head off and turn those engines up. Braxton DeWeese down and away. Big pile up in the middle.
Someone didn't take off. They're going to be 3 wide. Down that curved back straightaway, back to turns 3 and 4. What turn 4, right?
Yeah, they had a huge stack up there as it looked like Aaron Marquis was just not able to get rolling. Or maybe, Austin Pack. Austin Pack lost it as he jumped down to the pit lane.
I mean, better safe than sorry. Go down pit lane, regroup. Be the first car a lap down so you get your lap back. Braxton DeWeese out to the early lead right now.
Yeah, Braxton DeWeese has been lights out here. And looks like he will try and continue that. Brendan Wilcox up into P2. Curtis Ecker and Colin McDonough.
Andrew Tufton, that number 98 car, he's running back there in that 5th position. But he's going to be under fire for the 31 car of Zach Burrick. There in 6th position. This is going to get a hot and heavy battle going right here. These guys are pretty racy here in the opening stages.
On board with Marquis here as he's trying to get around that 31. Gets a little loose.
Now, mind you, these are open wheel cars essentially. Oop, can't do that to me. That little brake and suspension part, you do that hard enough.
Yeah, definitely slowed down, lost a lot of time there. Fastest man on the track, though, right now is that 39 machine, a 15:47, faster than the leaders there as well.
Colin McDonough right in that 4th position. And you got to wonder, we got 175 laps. I mean, you could technically make a 2-stop race out of it, but I think it's going to be a 3-stopper.
Austin Pack back out on track, just ran the fastest lap of the race with a 15:40. So not sure exactly what happened to that 81 machine, but he is back on track and he is trying to catch these guys now.
11 laps in of this 175 lap affair. Braxton DeWeese doing Braxton DeWeese things. But Brendan Wilcox, though, that's a driver I've been wanting to watch here for these last couple of weeks. Don't count him out anywhere.
On board here with the 26 machine.
Yeah, as you can see, these guys up on that wall. This track is a very slick track. Is well, they like to turn up the heat here in Concord Speedway and in lovely Concord, North Carolina. So we got 115-degree track temperature, 69% relative humidity, and a 73-degree ambient air temperature.
Like McDonough starting to close in on Curtis Ecker up there. Zach Burdick was able to get by Andrew Teft.
These are some cool shots around this raceway here. Here comes the 31 car. Zach Burke going around Colin McDonough on the inside. And I thought you were going to go for a 2-for-1 special there.
Yeah, it almost looked like McDonough kind of checked up a little bit, maybe got a little loose as he's losing a bunch of time now. Looks like Andrew Teff's going to be able to catch him, if he's going to be able to make that pass down on the inside as they come out of turn 2 here.
Here comes Andrew Teff looking on the inside of Colin McDonough. Colin gonna have to start playing defense. Zach Burke working on Curtis Ecker. Run, Curtis, run.
Orion machine slid up the track. It's going to allow Burdick to go down to the inside, if he's going to be able to make that pass as they come through turn number 1 here. Paul McDonough saw that, and he's going to try and stick his nose down in and make the pass as well.
There he goes. There he goes. There he goes. A little side by side. Door bumper not so clear yet. Andrew Teff's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, once he got pushed out of that line, he lost a ton of time, and now he is going to also have Aaron Marquise come in behind him. If Aaron's going to go down to the inside and try and make that pass as well. If he slides up behind him, Ecker not giving him room down on the inside.
Working lap number 22. Braxton Deweese continues to lead the thing. Right now, we're fixated on the Aaron Marquis and Curtis Ecker battle that's starting to heat up. Colin McDonough, he's riding in that 4th position nonetheless, and he's got a mirror full of Andrew Tuff.
What's going on here towards the back? Jesse Fox, Alex Teft, where Austin Pack is. Austin Pack 5 laps down, trying to hang around, get a couple lucky dogs here, get back to the lead lap.
So right now, Austin Pack needs about 6 cautions. Just 6.
Everybody's pretty well spread out. Deweese has over a 2-second lead. Colin McDonough is trying to go to the inside here of Brendan Wilcox, and looks like he'll get by. Wilcox now fading away. Might have overused those tires early in this run. Talked about it at the beginning of the race. What is the strategy going to be? How much do you want to save your tires for the run?
I mean, you're going to have to save them, but these Hoosiers can take a lot of abuse. Don't adjust your televisions. I said Hoosiers, not Goodyear. Braxton Deweese continues to lead this thing at about 2-second lead over the 31 car of Zach Burke. Colin McDonough's going to bring up the 3rd and final podium spot.
Lots of racing left. We're not even through a 3rd at the moment.
You know, Mike, they released the 2025 World of Outlaw schedule for the Case late models.
Yeah.
We get 3 events in St. Louis, in the St. Louis area next season.
Awesome.
Yes. June 20th and 21st, if you guys are in the area, make your way to Federated Auto Parts Raceway at I-55 that Friday and Saturday for 2 nights of the baddest late models on the planet. And, well, you could possibly beat yours truly down there.
Oh, it looks like something happened there to Marquise. He was battling with Alex Teff, just all of a sudden lost it, and now he has fallen back into line. Austin Pack has caught the tail end of the field. Now he is trying to race his way back through.
You know, it's easy to get behind in these races, and it makes it really hard to catch up to. Austin Peck's got to be up on the wheel right now. Aaron Marquis is almost essentially a lap down.
A little under 80 laps to go in the Xfinity race that's going on now. Oh,
And
caution
we're
is
gonna-
out.
You know, kind of bummed out, right? Because whenever Stewart Haas announced that they were going to close at the end of the year, you're like, yeah, but it's so far away, right? Ooh, Aaron Marquis was out of right front tire.
Yeah, he hit the tire barrier.
You can't park there.
Oh, he completely lost it. I just saw when he was parked there on the barrier.
You can't park there. Nonetheless, though, you know, and now that tomorrow's lit for Stewart Haas Racing, kind of sad, kind of bittersweet, you know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it just got loose on quarter entry, hit that wall, started sliding again, tried to catch it, overcorrected.
Oh, I'm sure he'll have minor wheel damage when he gets in the pits.
Yeah,
I believe they get a fast repair.
yeah, I think they have a couple.
Aaron Marquis down 2 laps. Austin Peck having a rough go. He's officially scored 7 laps down. Curtis Ecker, Brendan Wilcox, Jesse Fox, and Alex Tuft all 1 lap down. So 4 cars on the lead lap. Like, we didn't see this one coming from a mile away.
I was trying to see what world Braxton Deweese was doing here.
So Mike, who's winning the Xfinity race? Let's spoil some people.
I believe Riley Hurst. Yeah, the 98's winning the race. Cole Custer's the highest running playoff driver.
10-4. Okay, what if? How cool would that be though, if Riley Hurst wins the race and Cole Custer wins the championship? I mean, did you go out on top?
True.
Now next year, the Stewart Haas will become the Haas factory team, with Cole Custer making his return to the Cup Series.
More likely than not.
Oh, it's already been announced. I would like to see the 00 come to the Cup Series, though. Let him carry that number to the Cup Series.
Pace car is in. Andrew Teft on old tires, the only car that had not hit pit lane. Down and away. Looks like he gets going pretty quick here. Braxton Deweese is going to have a full indoor with Zach Burdick there.
Andrew Tuff trying to get out to 0.2 of a second lead as we're back to Green Flag Racing here on lap 44. And I got to tell you what, Mike, I mean, maybe it's like a miniature, or not Pocono, but Phoenix.
It might be a little bit closer to that because you can cut this dogleg a little bit, but not a lot. Andrew Teft slides up the track, going to give up 2, 3, almost 4 positions maybe if he's not careful here.
Do we see number 5? Hollow McDonough looking to the inside of Andrew Tuff.
There's 3, 4.
Austin Peck. Austin Peck currently 7 laps down. He's getting in there. Braxton DeWisto and Zach Burke, they're battling it out pretty hard. Zach Burke all over the back bumper of Braxton DeWisto trying to wear that 28 car down.
Well, we kind of saw that happen earlier in the first run with Brendan Wilcox. He was all over the back bumper for a while, and then all of a sudden Braxton Deweese just said, all right, I've had enough. And he got out to his 2-second lead as Brennan went flying backwards through the field after he used up all his tires. So Braxton DeWeese knows how to drive these, and he's got the tire saving mode clicked on.
Yeah, definitely. And as we're watching Braxton DeWeese, he looks like he's been driving this track like it's his weekly track. And, what a lot of people don't understand, Mike, is right there in that Charlotte, Concord area, that's a hotbed for short track racing. Is a lot of your current NASCAR drivers more likely cut their teeth here at this little bull ring.
On the YouTube chat, looks like Chris Deweese is saying that Braxton might have only taken 2 tires. He was in his pit box a long time though. He's only taken 2 tires. 25-second pit stop.
Whew.
I mean, they used to hold the Grand National Series here at Concord for a while too. So
There you have it,
Lee
ladies.
Petty, Fireball Roberts, Richard Petty, Ned Jarrett, all winning here.
Update from the World Finals. They're getting ready to roll off the NOS Energy Sprint cars with their starting lineup. David Gravel wins that championship pretty handily. Now here's where the real battle. I'm keeping an eye on the Case Construction late models, because right now, Mike, Brandon Shepard out of New Berlin, Illinois, leads Bobby Pierce by only 22 points going into tonight's A main. Now, right now, we're watching Zach Burke and Braxton DeWeese get after it here on lap number 57. But here comes Colin McDonough just closing in ever so slightly. Now, Colin McDonough wants these two to get side by side.
Yeah, he definitely wants some action here from the front two. Is going to allow him to try and close in. But as we get closer to that 60 lap mark, we're going to step aside. You won't miss anything, as always, but we got to step aside, pay those bills, and we'll be right back after this. welcome back, everybody. Missed a little single car spin there. Brought out this caution number 2. Looks like Braxton DeWeese came down. Maybe got the other side tires here as the pace car is in. Colin McDonough, Braxton DeWeese on the front row. McDonough last came in on lap 38. Down and away.
Colin McDonough out to that early jump. And now you got Braxton DeWeese and Zach Berg chasing them down, putting serpent on the proverbial hairnet, getting ready to serve lunch. It's Braxton DeWeese. Here comes Zach Berg. He's maybe looking for that 2-for-1 special. Don't think he's quite going to get it.
Now Berg's pretty fast here as he is able to clear DeWeese. DeWeese in third. DeWeese goes down to the bottom side, going to try and regroup and get back towards the front. Side by side they go. And DeWeese is going to have the advantage as they come into turn number 3 here.
Colin McDonough's got to run for his life right now, as he's got Braxton DeWeese and Zach Berg right on his tails. And guess what? That number 81 car looking to get one of his laps back to Hardway. Aaron Marquis going to win the race to the beer stand tonight.
DeWeese and Berg both ran fast lap 15, 31, and 32 respectively here. Colin McDonough's living on borrowed time as DeWeese goes down to the inside, going to blow past him here. See if Berg's going to get by or if he's going to wind up side by side for a little while here.
He's going to wind up a little side by side, but here comes Andrew Tuft. That's going to allow Andrew Tuft to catch up to Colin McDonough and Zach Berg. And that's going to allow Braxton DeWeese to escape for the time being.
And Braxton DeWeese passed them, let them battle for a little bit, and now has put over a half second on them once again. Berg and Colin McDonough are kind of spaced out a little bit. McDonough's not really battling anybody. The car behind him is 81 of Austin Peck. Austin had a terrible start at the beginning of the race. Wound up coming down pit lane 5 laps down. Now he is trying to battle back and get towards the lead lap here.
Got a long road to hoe, but he's got 98 laps to do it. Right now we're watching Colin McDonough currently residing in that 3rd spot. He's got Austin Peck all over him. Austin Peck trying everything he can to get to Braxton DeWeese to possibly get his lap back.
See if we can go on board here, see how DeWeese is getting it done.
Right now, DeWeese has a half-second lead over Berg and almost a 3-second lead over McDonough. As you know, Berg and DeWeese essentially putting those cars on cruise control. Well, lap traffic's gonna be a factor before we know it.
The battle heating up back here for 3rd place as Austin Peck was able to get by McDonough. And now Andrew Teft looking to do the same as he goes down to the inside. Alex Teft is behind him, it looks like. Oh.
Alex Teft trying to make it a tough battle. Here we go. And Alex have enough to make it a 2-for-1 special. Going down that front straightaway. And no, he's going to lose ground coming out of the corner.
Definitely seems like this racetrack is a lot more of time spent off of the throttle if you're in the back here.
I mean, they say slow is fast in some tracks, right?
Yes, yes.
Working lap number 87 of 175. I mean, the laps are clicking off pretty quickly, and no one's really running away with it.
No, it looks like DeWeese has lost a little bit of ground. He's only out to a 0.3 of a second lead at the moment.
Yeah, DeWeese back out to a half second now on lap number 89. Colin McDonough almost 5.5 seconds out from the lead, and you know, almost a second away from Andrew Tuft.
Well, McDonough is the only driver who pitted on lap 38 who's currently on the lead lap, for what it's worth.
Working lap 91 here. Right now, checking in at the World of Outlaw Rural Finals. They're getting ready to, they're pushing the cars out onto the racetrack. David Gravel, once again, your 2024 NOS Energy Sprint Car World of Outlaws champion. And the next feature out on the racetrack is the sprint cars. After that, the nightcap will be your Kids Construction late models, where Brandon Shepard out of New Berlin, Illinois, holds a 22-point advantage over the smooth operator Bobby Pierce in that championship. And Bobby Pierce has to have a really good night, and Brandon Shepard has to have finished 11th or worse for Pierce to win that championship.
Jesse Fox gets in a little hot.
I mean, these guys aren't a lap. These guys are only one lap down. And you know, Mike, there's a little bit of NASCAR flavor in the NOS Energy Sprint Car feature tonight.
Who's driving?
Casey Kane. You're like, yeah, whatever.
Thought you were gonna say Justin Haley or something like that.
You know, Justin Haley's more of a dirt UMP modified driver.
Yeah. No.
I mean, he runs Volusia. Now Justin Allgaier, he could get down in a modified too. Grew up watching him when he was a young little guy. Do you know what dirt track here in St. Louis he cut his teeth at?
What, I-55?
Ding ding ding. Who'd he drive for?
I don't know.
Kenny Schrader in the 1A car.
Kenny Schrader will drive anything too,
Yeah, I mean,
like a school bus.
we got 76 laps left to go here in this one. And, you know, the fact that they have a World of Outlaw event coming back to Peasley is just sort of amazing. Now, there is one NASCAR race I'm looking forward to next season. And we finally got the only time St. Louis will make it in the playoffs, right? Yep.
Oh, McDonough gets a little loose. Still loose.
McDonough has to back out of the throttle like something fierce. Keep that race car underneath him, as we are just a little over 70 laps to go here in this one from Concord Speedway. I'm Alan Bergen, he's Mike DeMoney, and you're watching the Racers Elite Whelen Modified Series. And you know, Mike, as we're winding down the lap, who would have thought that Braxton DeWeese, you know, would lead us thing from the pole?
Anybody who's watched the last two races. I mean, Braxton's just been running lights out. I mean, it's not like he's been running away with it. He leads a lot of laps. But, you know, at Bristol, it was a close race. 3 cars were pretty close. Last week was a little bit of a different animal as they stayed green the majority of the time. And he was able to run down a lot of the competition. The only driver he didn't lap last week was Andrew Teft. Andrew Teft tried to stay with him. Wound up finishing about 9 seconds back. So still a long ways to go, but Braxton Deweese is working his way around lap traffic fairly well here.
Yeah, it looks like we got 68 laps to go. Well, there's something you don't see every day.
Looks like Curtis Ecker hit the wall and came down pit lane.
Mike, you know how you start the, you know, have you ever been to a sprint car race?
No.
Well, so with the World of Outlaws, they kind of do like a little track buzz where they buzz the racetrack a little bit.
Yeah.
And, well, Giovanni says he just put it on a sled.
That's a bad time to do that.
Isn't it? They got him upright, and no harm, no foul. It just tipped over.
Burdick out to a 2.5 lead here. Burdick, Andrew Teft. Big Teft goes by the 81 of Pack again. Alex Teft and McDonough are the cars on the lead lap.
We have 59 laps to go here from Concord. We're out of 175 laps to go. Yeah, what a run that Collins had. He's solidly in the top 5. Just out there making laps. Doing his thing. But boy, Braxton Deweese is out there killing it.
Yeah, he is. But with that being said, we're going to step aside for a second break. Won't be too bad, and we'll come back and finish this race out here. Won't miss anything as always. Be back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody, to the Racers Elite Whelen Modified Series here at Concord. Didn't miss anything while we were away. The only thing that has really changed is that everything's basically the same. Braxton DeWeese has put on the afterburners now, as he is out to almost a 6-second lead over Zach Burdick.
You're starting to see some of those tires get, hot. Right now, working lap 134 of 175. Colin McDonough is going to come down pit road. And here, unlike other places, you can lose a lot of laps in a hurry. Austin Pack, 10 laps down now. Jesse Fox being scored 3 laps down. Brendan Wilcox, a regular on the Thursday night Racers Elite Cup Series, he is scored in 6th. But Colin McDonough is going to round out your top 5.
Yeah, right now, Braxton DeWeese is just driving away over a 6-second lead now. Burdick has a pretty good gap back to Andrew Teft as well, a little under 5. You see Teft get maybe a little bit loose there. He's got about a 4.5-second gap back to brother Alex. And other than that, everybody else is on a lap down or more.
With 2 drivers putting it on the hauler. Aaron Marquis will definitely win the race to beer stand tonight. And don't forget tomorrow night at 7:30 East. At 7:30 Eastern, join Dave Regal and Shane Lake, the big dog, Shane Lake, as they bring you all the action. 312 laps of action. SNN Station Strong Cup Series season finale. 4 drivers just as the same in the Cup Series that you're watching tomorrow afternoon will race for a championship.
Like Alex Teft got a little bit loose. Braxton DeWeese going to try and close in here. I mean, Braxton can show a ton of patience, but the other thing is, or sometimes anyway, when you start slowing down, it almost messes you up more than just driving as fast as you were driving before.
Yes, we're working our way to 30 laps to go here from Concord Speedway. The little bitty triangle. Call it what you will. Call it a 12 team. Call it a 12 book. We're working lap 143. Right now, you got that number 28 car of Braxton DeWeese. He's working on lap cars now.
You can kind of see the different lines that these drivers are driving. Braxton running a little bit higher, it seems. Might be trying to get Alex to move one way or the other. He drives it in a little bit deeper than Alex does as well.
Yeah, I mean, you're not lying there. We're still on board with Alex Teft. Now we're going to come back up to the wide shot. Whoa, Braxton DeWeese going to make a taste of action as Alex Teft looks like he got a little squirrely.
Now it looks like Braxton might have given him a little bit of a bump there, but nothing too much. He showed a lot more patience than some of the drivers we have seen race day in and day out, but might have given him a little bit of a bump there.
Yeah, look, no harm, no foul. Lap 148, 147 in the history books. Braxton DeWeese continues to do Braxton DeWeese things. Right behind him is Alex Teft in that number 43 charge, trying to get his lap back the hard way. As Colin McDonough now being scored 3 laps down in that 6th position.
Yeah, you said as soon as you go down pit lane, you lose more than 1 lap. And he lost a bunch. He was one of the original guys that came down on lap 38. Hadn't been down pit road since then. But we'll see what happens with some of the other drivers that are around that 38 lap mark as well. Looks like Brendan Wilcox is, and Jesse Fox is as well. Those drivers are still in the race. They are just scored a few laps down here.
Now we got 25 laps to go. 25 laps to the end of this race. Patrick or Braxton Patrick. He looks like a Patrick. Who are you people?
We'll just let McDonough go.
I mean, there's really no reason to push the issue. As McDonough's gonna get one of his laps back the hard way. I don't think he's gonna have time to get the other two back.
I'm gonna say no.
Definitely gonna take the under on that one.
I mean, he'll if there was a caution to come out, he'd get the wave around because he would definitely stay out.
Yeah, you're not running that lap 154 off 175. 153 laps in the history books, and right now we're watching Braxton DeWeese.
Oh, Alex tapped hard into that outside wall.
No harm, no foul. You might have taken it in the garage area.
His wheel is still attached. I don't know how it's driving though.
Probably like a flaming bag of dog duty.
It looks like it's still attached.
We have 20 laps to go. This battle right here, right around where Alex Tuft is, that's starting to heat up. Yeah, I had a brake park for a minute.
It's not really a battle because Pack's a couple more laps down than Taft, but still. It is the only close racing we see on track at the moment as these guys are rolling through here.
Yeah, we're getting ready to put this one to bed. The NOS Energy Sprint, or World of Outlaws Sprint Cars getting ready to get their feature cranked up finally. Don't want to ruin that one for anybody, but you know, Giovanni tells he did put it on the lid. $15 laps to go. Braxton DeWeese out to an 8.5 second lead over Zach Berg. Surprise, surprise.
You sure?
I mean, you need a restrictor plate or something. You know, I suggested to Alex Tuft, or Andrew Tuft rather. I suggested to Andrew, I said, why don't you put a bounty on the guy that wins everything?
Andrew Tuft is 11.5 seconds behind Braxton DeWeese, so that means he's about 4 seconds in front of him. 12 laps to go.
Yeah, 12 laps to go here. And there's DeWeese's next victim.
Andrew Tuft is closing in on Burrick here. He's got 2.5 seconds. Looks like he's closing in a little bit every lap. So
Little by little, inch by inch, and 10 laps to go. I can't believe we made it that far. We are down to single-digit laps here. Patrick DeWeese.
Braxton.
There we go. We get Braxton. Braxton. Why have I got Patrick on the mind?
I don't know. You need to change the shows you watch. Burrick's trying to close in, but it's not really going anywhere. He's about 10 seconds back.
I don't even know any Patricks. 6 laps to go. A half a dozen laps for Braxton Deweese. Almost did it again. I mean, this is, look. Five landings in there, 5 laps to go. And, I mean, this is almost brutal. I mean, 3 cars on the lead lap, Alex out the lead lap, and there's his next car in sight. That would be Andrew Tuff.
Jesse Fox moves down to the inside. Allow Braxton to roll through. Three to go. Soon to be Popsicle Sticks as he gets back to the start-finish line here.
Yeah, 2 laps to go. Popsicle 6 laps. I mean, here we go out of that turn 3-4 complex. Popsicle 6 go down. The white flag comes up. We're racing back to checkers. Aaron Marquis leads over 12 seconds over Zach Burke. Out of turn 3-4 complex. Braxton Deweese will win here at Concord.
Almost 3/4 of a lap advantage for Braxton Deweese. Zach Burdick is second. Andrew Teft going to roll through and finish third, I believe.
Well, that was fun.
Well, go ahead and talk to third place.
All right, let's see. And it looks like we got we're gonna get Andrew Tuft up here. Whew. Andrew Tuft, it's Alan and Mike up in the SRM booth. How's it going?
Hey, doing pretty good. How are you?
Hey, look, man, you're doing pretty good right now. I was finishing third on the podium here tonight. Take us through that race. I mean, 175 laps at Concord is no easy feat. Take us through that race and how you were feeling there.
Yeah, we started off with a couple yellows, and I think everybody's pretty new to these cars, so I saw a couple guys go a lap down, taking 4 tires and stuff, and just so happened that time I didn't notice pit road was open because I couldn't see it. It was behind my my roll cage, so I kind of lucked out and stayed on the lead lap there. Otherwise, I probably would have been with them. And you know, then there was a couple other short yellows and got that long run. I was just too tight off of 3 on the longer run. I think that's where I was losing most of my time. I actually kind of clipped the wall a couple times off 3.
Yeah, nonetheless, you know, the track looked really sporty, and you looked really even sportier. You know, there's a couple of times you're trying to pass some cars on the low side, on the high side. What's these cars feel like on a grip level compared to the stock cars that we run on during the week?
Yeah, they're kind of hard to describe. You have a lot of grip until there's not. I guess maybe sort of like a next gen if I had to compare it to one of the other series, but yeah, once it's gone, it's kind of hard to catch. But you got such a wide tire patch. I guess for people that aren't a fan of short track racing or think it's difficult, maybe this might be a series they like, just because it's a little bit different.
All right, before we get you out of here, is there anybody you'd like to think to help get you here tonight?
Yeah, SRM as always, my team and my family for letting me invest the time, and everybody that tunes in to watch and shows up to race.
All right, that's the voice of Andrew Teft. And Mike, we're going to send it back up to you.
Congrats to Braxton.
Hey, Zach, Mike up in the booth, man. You got a copy?
I got you. How's it going?
Not too bad. Well, that was a heck of a run there. Looked like you were the only driver that was at least remotely close to Braxton for a little while. How was it driving these Whelens out here on Concord?
Yeah, it's fun, man. Had a really good car. Felt like we had something for Braxton there for a while. That last caution came out, and I burned all my stuff up trying to get by him, and then the rest is history. He was gone after that.
Yeah, like it seems like he just has a way to save tires that nobody else has been able to figure out quite yet, or everybody's trying to work so hard to stay with him that they wind up burning their stuff up. But you ran a great race. You come home P2. How do you feel about the rest of the season moving forward now?
Yeah, obviously feels good being able to talk to you guys 2 weeks in a row now. So hopefully we can keep that going. Similar to what I said last week, I've just got to make some time to get some seat time in these tracks that we've got coming up, just to get a better understanding of the track, how the car drives, etc.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was a little bit of a challenge at first, but you got it figured out when it mattered most. Finished up 6 spots for a P2. Anybody want to thank before we get you out of here tonight?
Yeah, on the car, I've got a few of my companies on there. DS Duggins Welding, SY Beard Company, Ocean Isle, North Carolina. We got a beach property there that Brunswick Vacation Rentals takes care of. It's Lost Shaker of Salt. So thankful to have all that going for me, which obviously affords me the opportunity to do this. Appreciate you guys. Andrew, thanks for putting this deal on.
Definitely, man. Well, congrats once again, and we'll talk to you later.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
And it looks like we're going to get race winner Braxton DeWeese up in the booth. Braxton, congratulations on scoring that P1, and 2, just absolutely dominating the field tonight.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was, I was kind of, I wouldn't say worried, but just kind of, buying time and seeing if Zach was going to have the tires there on the long run. And, he didn't there on the long run, and we were able to just pull away and just, set sail. So, hell of a win. Glad to go 3 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, here it is, week 3. We're getting ready to go to week 4 next week. What's your mindset? Are you just going to keep dominating all season long and when the ship going away, or you think the horseshoe's going to fall out eventually?
Well, we're definitely going to try to do what we do for these past 3 races and try to do our best and try to start up front to begin with and just, go step by step and try to make sure we hit our marks. I don't really have much track time or seat time, I should say. Honestly, seat time and track time with these cars. I mean, Concord is the first race I've raced here in a while, and it's pretty cool to be able to get a win like that. But I got a 250 lap super late model race coming up here at Concord, so it's kind of like a warm up, to try to help me with the line and whatnot. So it definitely helped, and um, like I said, hopefully we're just gonna try our best. I'm not too sure if we're gonna make it next week because we have a 400 lap All American 400 race that we're gonna try to make. Um, so I don't think we're gonna be making next week. Just depends, but um, time will tell if we make it. And if we didn't make it, we'll be here next week. But either way, we're gonna try to go for a win and whatever race we're racing next Saturday, and try to do our best.
All right. Well, before we get you out of here, is there anybody that you would like to thank to help get you here tonight?
Yeah, most definitely. Big shout out to Interstate Forward as well as Allen's Arts Images, Bennett's Publical, Jane's on Main, Deweese Renovations, Brew 34 Diecast, and Rabbit's Photography, Blaze Designs, as well as Evan Pinetta Designs, excuse me, and Blue Dog Coffee Company. You can use Brax5 for 10% off over there in the checkout. And I appreciate everybody that tuned into the broadcast as well as my live stream. It was a pretty dominating one, so hopefully we can keep it up and come on with the championship at the end of the year.
All right, man. Well, we're going to go ahead and get you out of here and let you celebrate that team. And once again, congratulations on the win. We'll see you on the next one.
I appreciate it. Have a great rest of your weekend.
Yep. Well, Mike,
I was going to say, so another dominating win here for Braxton Deweese. Everybody who was in the race listening to that heard that he was trying to make a race next Saturday, so he doesn't know if he'll make it back for this one or not. Just kind of maybe got a little more pep in their step here as they get ready to head to IRP next week.
yeah, IRP is going to be a fun race next Saturday, though. Mike, you'll have somebody else up here in the booth with you. As I will be covering the first annual Thanksgiving Thunder, brought to you by Dirt Mafia Motorsports.
Yeah, definitely will have somebody up here in the booth with me. But let's go through the final tally here as Braxton Deweese dominates the race, wins by almost 12 seconds over Zach Burdick. Andrew Teft in third. Alex Teft, Brendan Wilcox, Colin McDonough, Jesse Fox, Austin Pack, Curtis Ecker, and Aaron Marquis round out the field. So pretty quick race. These guys put on a show battling all over the track. But yet again, Braxton Deweese comes home with another dominating performance.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a fun race to watch, but can't wait to see IRP and all the fun that's going to be. But Mike, let's pack this show up and get it on the road.
Yeah, I got to pack this up. Get over to the Xfinity race as they head to overtime here. So gotta go tune in and watch the final laps there at Phoenix. But from all the drivers of the Racers Elite Whelen Modified Series and all of us here at Sim Racing Media, I want to wish you guys a good night. We'll see you next time.